Did you know that 95% of our behaviors, emotions, and decisions are driven by an invisible force in our mind, the subconscious? It's not logic. It's not reason. It's your subconscious, the silent pilot that determines whether you live a life of abundance or struggle, strength or fear. Joseph Murphy, the legendary author of The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, a book that has transformed millions of lives across the globe, didn't just write about these ideas. He lived them. He practiced them every single day. And in this video, you're about to discover 10 incredibly powerful secrets that Joseph Murphy personally used daily to reprogram his subconscious mind, turning thoughts into results and dreams into reality. These aren't just lofty theories. They are real tools, battle-tested techniques that helped Murphy overcome illness, escape poverty, and ultimately become one of the most respected voices on the power of the mind. If you've ever asked yourself, why do I keep repeating the same failures? Why doesn't life change, no matter how hard I try? How can I find true peace, success, and happiness? Then this video is your first step, your chance to start reprogramming your subconscious and rewrite your own destiny. Stay with us till the end, because secret number 10 is what Murphy called the golden key, the fastest way to transform your life. 1. The power plant. Understanding your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is like a vast, perpetually operating power plant, a force so profound that it generates every single reality you experience. Imagine a power station that never sleeps, never takes breaks, and processes millions of bits of information every second. That's exactly what's operating within you right now. Joseph Murphy, through decades of research and practical application, discovered that this mental power plant is the secret force behind every success, every failure, and every moment of peace or stress in our lives. Today, we're going to unlock the mysteries of this incredible force and learn how to harness it for a life free from stress and filled with unlimited potential. What you're about to discover isn't just another self-help technique. It's the fundamental principle that governs your entire existence. Why do some days feel so hard? Have you ever wondered why some days feel like you're swimming against the current? You wake up determined to stay positive, follow every stress management technique in the book, practice deep breathing, maintain a gratitude journal, yet somehow by midday, you find yourself overwhelmed again. Conventional wisdom tells us to think positive or just relax. But if it were that simple, why do 95% of people still struggle with chronic stress? Here's what's really happening. While your conscious mind is trying its best to stay afloat, there's a deeper force at work, your subconscious power plant, running programs you might not even be aware of. It's like trying to steer a ship without realizing there's a powerful undercurrent beneath the surface. The real question isn't, why can't I manage my stress? But rather, what hidden programs are running in my mental power plant, creating this stress in the first place? Key aspects of the subconscious power plant, the living power plant. Your subconscious mind is processing approximately 11 million bits of information every single second, while your conscious mind handles only about 40 bits. Think about that for a moment. While you're consciously reading these words, your subconscious is managing your heartbeat, breathing, cellular function, and processing countless environmental signals. Murphy discovered that this mental power plant operates on a principle he called the law of life is the law of belief. Just as a power plant doesn't judge the quality of fuel it receives, your subconscious accepts every thought, emotion, and belief you feed it, whether positive or negative. The most fascinating aspect is its continuous operation, even while you sleep, processing the day's experiences, consolidating memories, and preparing responses for future situations. The electromagnetic nature of thought. Murphy was ahead of his time when he spoke about the electromagnetic nature of thoughts. Today, neuroscience confirms that every thought creates a specific electromagnetic signature in your brain. Your thoughts aren't just abstract concepts. They are energy patterns that create measurable changes in your brain's chemistry and electrical activity. Think of your subconscious as a sophisticated electromagnetic generator. Every thought you hold creates a corresponding electromagnetic pattern, which then attracts similar energy patterns back to you. This is why sustained stress thoughts create more stressful situations. Your mental power plant is literally generating an electromagnetic frequency that attracts matching experiences. The universal connection, perhaps the most profound aspect of Murphy's teaching, is the connection between your individual subconscious and what he called the infinite intelligence or universal mind. Your subconscious mind isn't isolated. It's connected to a vast network of universal intelligence, much like how a local power plant is connected to a national power grid. This connection explains why intuitive insights, creative solutions, and moments of inspiration often seem to come from nowhere. They're actually flowing from the universal mind through your subconscious. Understanding this connection is crucial because it means you're never truly alone in your stress management journey. You have access to infinite wisdom and solutions when you learn to tap into this universal power grid. The principle of mental alchemy. Murphy frequently spoke about mental alchemy, the art of transforming negative thought energy into positive power. Just as a power plant can convert various forms of energy into electricity, your subconscious can transform mental energy from one form to another. This transformation follows specific laws, just like the laws of physics. Understanding these laws gives you the ability to consciously direct this transformation process. Every thought you hold in your mind is being processed through this alchemical process, creating corresponding emotional and physical responses in your body. Revolutionary understanding. Here's the revolutionary understanding that changes everything. Your subconscious power plant never judges, never argues, and never questions the input it receives. It simply accepts and processes whatever mental energy you feed it. As Murphy stated, change your thoughts and you change your destiny. This isn't just a motivational quote. It's a literal description of how your mental power plant operates. When you truly grasp this principle, you realize that stress isn't something that happens to you. It's something being generated by your own mental power plant based on the thoughts and beliefs you've programmed into it. Just as a power plant can't generate electricity without fuel, your subconscious can't generate stress without stress-inducing thoughts and beliefs. Your subconscious mind is the most sophisticated power plant ever created, generating your reality 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It never takes a break, never goes offline, and never stops processing the mental energy you feed it. Understanding this fundamental truth isn't just interesting information. It's the master key to transforming your life. Just as a power plant can light up an entire city, your subconscious mind can illuminate every area of your life with peace, joy, and success. Once you learn to direct its energy properly, the stress you feel isn't a fixed reality. It's simply feedback from your mental power plant, showing you what kind of energy you've been feeding it. In the next section, we'll explore exactly how this mental energy creates your daily experiences through the law of action and reaction. You'll learn specific techniques to reprogram your mental power plant and start generating the peaceful, successful life you desire. 2. The mental law of action and reaction. Newton's third law states that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. But what Joseph Murphy discovered was even more profound. This same principle operates in our mental world with incredible precision. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, creates a corresponding reaction in your life. This isn't mystical thinking. It's the fundamental law that governs your mental and emotional existence. Today, we're going to explore how this invisible law is shaping your stress levels, and more importantly, how to use it to your advantage. Why do some people handle stress better? Have you ever noticed how some people seem to spiral deeper into stress while others bounce back effortlessly? Or why similar situations cause different reactions in different people? Conventional wisdom tells us it's about stress tolerance or coping mechanisms. But Murphy uncovered something far more fundamental. It's not the external event that creates stress. It's our mental action towards it. When you understand this law, you realize that every stressful moment in your life isn't random. It's a precise reaction to your mental actions. Mechanics of mental action and reaction. The mechanics of mental action-reaction. Every thought you think is like dropping a pebble into the pond of your subconscious mind. The ripples it creates are your life experiences. Murphy explained that your subconscious mind doesn't understand jokes or sarcasm. It takes every thought as a serious command. When you worry about a future event, you're not just thinking, you're actually programming your subconscious to create that very scenario. Your brain doesn't distinguish between real and imagined experiences. This is why visualizing stress creates the same physiological responses as actual stressful situations. The 3 phases of mental action. Phase 1. Mental impression. Every thought creates an immediate impression in your subconscious. This impression carries both an emotional and energetic signature. The strength of the impression depends on the intensity of your belief. Repeated thoughts create deeper impressions. Phase 2. Subconscious processing. Your subconscious begins working immediately to match your mental picture. It arranges circumstances, influences your behavior, and attracts corresponding experiences. This process works 24/7, whether you're aware of it or not. The speed of manifestation depends on your belief and emotional intensity. Phase 3. Physical manifestation. The outer experience always matches the inner impression. This manifestation follows precise mental laws. The time lag between thought and manifestation varies, but the reaction always equals the action in intensity. The emotional amplifier. Murphy emphasized that emotions supercharge your thoughts. Fear-based thoughts create stronger negative reactions than casual negative thinking. Joy, peace, and love amplify positive mental actions. Your emotional state acts as a catalyst for faster manifestation. Understanding this helps you consciously direct your emotional energy. The law in daily life. Real-world examples of the law in action include how anticipating a stressful meeting often creates that exact experience, why worried parents often manifest the very behaviors they fear in their children. How health anxiety can create physical symptoms, the way peaceful thoughts attract peaceful circumstances. Practical applications. Morning mental preparation. How it affects your day. Relationships. Using this law to improve interactions. Workplace stress. Managing stress through mental action. Health outcomes. Creating positive health outcomes. Revolutionary understanding. Here's the revolutionary understanding that changes everything. You are not a victim of circumstances but a creator through mental action. As Murphy stated, what you think and feel, you create and attract. Every moment of stress in your life is not a random event, but a precise reaction to your mental actions. The good news? Once you understand this law, you can change the reaction by changing the action. Consider this profound truth. Your subconscious mind is constantly saying yes to your thoughts. When you think, this is too much to handle, it creates circumstances to prove you right. When you think, I have the power to handle this peacefully, it manifests that reality instead. The mental law of action and reaction isn't just a theory. It's the operating system of your life. Every stress or success you experience is a direct result of this law in action. By understanding and working with this law, you can transform stress into strength, convert anxiety into opportunity, turn worry into wisdom, and create peace instead of panic. The key is remembering that you're always in control of the action, even if you can't immediately control the reaction. In our next section, we'll explore specific techniques to clear negative thought patterns, and create new, empowering mental actions that will transform your life. Remember, the law is always working, whether you're aware of it or not. The question is, are you using it consciously to create what you want, or unconsciously to create what you don't want? Before we move to the next section, take a moment to identify one recurring stressful thought in your life. Now, understanding the law of action and reaction, what kind of reaction would you expect this thought to create? More importantly, what new thought could you choose that would create a more desirable reaction? This awareness alone begins to shift your mental action and consequently your life experience. 3. Emotional house. Clearing negative thought patterns. Imagine your mind as a house, where every room represents different emotional states and thought patterns. Murphy discovered that most people live in the basement of their emotional house, a place cluttered with fears, limiting beliefs, and stress-inducing thoughts. But here's the fascinating part. This emotional house isn't a fixed structure. You have the power to renovate, rebuild, and even create entirely new rooms of peace, confidence, and clarity. Today, we're going to conduct a complete emotional house cleaning using Murphy's profound techniques for clearing negative thought patterns. Why do we return to stressful thoughts? Why do we keep returning to the same stressful thoughts, even when we know they're harmful? It's like having a beautiful mansion but choosing to live in a dark basement. Many of us have tried positive thinking, affirmations, or meditation, yet find ourselves sliding back into old thought patterns. The reason? We're trying to decorate a new room while the basement is still flooding with negative energy. Murphy revealed that until we properly clear these deep-seated patterns, our attempts at positive change are like putting fresh paint over moldy walls. Understanding your emotional architecture, the foundation level, how early experiences shape your thought patterns, the role of subconscious programming, identifying inherited beliefs about stress, the impact of emotional trauma on current stress levels, the support structure, daily habits that maintain negative patterns. Environmental influences on your emotional state, the role of relationships in maintaining patterns. How social conditioning affects your stress response. The 3 levels of emotional clutter: surface level clutter, daily irritations, temporary stress, reactive emotional patterns, short-term negative thinking, immediate stress responses. Middle level clutter, recurring negative thoughts, persistent worries and fears, habitual stress patterns, emotional triggering points. Deep level clutter, core limiting beliefs, childhood trauma responses, deeply ingrained fear patterns, subconscious stress programming. Murphy's clearing techniques. The mental sweep method. Daily conscious thought examination, identifying thought origins. Pattern interruption techniques, emotional release practices, the replacement process, creating new neural pathways, positive thought substitution, emotional pattern rewiring, new stress responses. The integration phase, combining new and existing patterns, harmonizing conscious and subconscious minds, stabilizing emotional states, maintaining mental clarity. Practical clearing tools. The mirror exercise. Stand before a mirror, speak positive declarations, release negative self-talk, and build self-trust and confidence. The writing ritual. Journal negative patterns, burn or destroy negative lists, create new emotional scripts, and practice daily gratitude. The visualization cleanup. Use mental house cleaning imagery. Clear room by room emotional clutter. Create sacred mental spaces and build stress-free zones in your mind. The science behind emotional clearing, neuroplasty, and pattern breaking. How the brain reforms neural pathways. Timeline of habit change. Scientific evidence for thought transformation. Biochemical responses. How negative thoughts create stress hormones. The impact of clearing on body chemistry. And physical benefits like hormonal balance restoration. Transformative truth. Here's the transformative truth Murphy discovered. Your emotional house isn't just a metaphor. It's a living, breathing reality in your nervous system. Every negative thought pattern you clear literally creates new neural pathways in your brain. As he said, you are only one thought away from a peaceful life. The moment you decide to clean your emotional house is the moment your entire nervous system begins to reorganize itself for peace instead of stress. Quick, emotional house cleaning exercise. Close your eyes and visualize your emotional house. Identify one room that needs immediate clearing. See yourself opening windows, letting in light. Mentally remove old, stressful thoughts. Fill the space with golden, healing light. Feel the shift in your emotional state. Your emotional house is your most valuable property. Every time you clear a negative thought pattern, you're increasing its value and creating more space for peace and joy. Remember, you are not your negative thoughts. Every pattern can be cleared, and your emotional house can be renovated at any time. Peace is your natural state. In our next section, we'll explore the mirror technique, where you learn how to maintain your newly cleared emotional space and reflect the reality you desire to create. Before moving forward, take these 3 actions. Identify your top 3 recurring negative thoughts. Schedule daily cleaning time for emotional clearing. Create a positive thought inventory to replace old patterns. Remember Murphy's words: basement of negative thoughts can become the penthouse of positive living. Your emotional house cleaning journey begins now. 4. The mirror technique. Reflecting your desired reality. What if I told you that the most powerful tool for transformation is something you use every day? Joseph Murphy uncovered a profound truth about mirrors. They're not just reflective surfaces, but powerful psychological tools for reprogramming your subconscious mind. The mirror technique he developed isn't just about positive self-talk. It's a sophisticated method of creating a new mental blueprint that your subconscious mind must follow. Today, you'll discover why looking in the mirror while programming your mind can be 10 times more effective than traditional affirmations alone. Why mirrors affect us. Have you ever noticed how your stress level spikes when you catch your reflection during a difficult day? Your face shows tension, your eyes reflect worry, and suddenly you feel even worse. This is because mirrors provide instant feedback about our internal state. Most people unknowingly use mirrors to reinforce negative patterns, criticizing their appearance, rehearsing worries, or replaying stressful scenarios. Murphy discovered that this same mirror-mind connection could be used in reverse to create profound positive change. The science behind mirror work. Neurological impact. How mirror neurons activate during reflection. The brain's response to self-image, visual, feedback loops, and emotional processing. Why eye contact with yourself matters. Psychological elements, self-recognition, and identity formation. The role of visual anchoring, pattern interruption through reflection, building new neural pathways through mirror work. Murphy's mirror technique framework. Phase 1. Recognition. Stand before the mirror with purpose. Acknowledge your current emotional state. Observe without judgment. Create a safe space for transformation. Phase 2. Release. Express and release negative emotions. Clear old self-images. Let go of stress patterns. Emotional purging through eye contact. Phase 3. Reprogramming. Speak new truths to your reflection. Embed positive self-images. Create new emotional anchors. Establish stress-free neural patterns. Practical mirror exercise protocols. Morning mirror ritual. Optimal time for mirror work. Specific phrases for morning programming. Energy alignment techniques. Setting daily emotional intentions. Evening mirror integration. Review and release daily stress. Gratitude reflection practices. Progress. Acknowledgement. Sleep preparation programming. Emergency mirror intervention. Quick stress relief techniques. Pattern interruption methods. Rapid emotional rebalancing. Crisis management protocols. Advanced mirror techniques. The double mirror method. Use multiple angles for deeper work. Create infinity reflection patterns. Amplify positive energy. Multidimensional programming. The mirror manifestation process. Visualize while using mirrors. Create future self-images. Timeline acceleration techniques. Reality bridging practices. The mirror. Energy work. Chakra balancing in mirrors. Energy field clearing. Aura strengthening. Vibrational alignment. Revolutionary understanding. Here's the revolutionary understanding Murphy shared. Your reflection isn't just showing you who you are. It's showing you who you're becoming. Every time you stand before a mirror with conscious intention, you're literally reprogramming your subconscious mind's image of reality. As he said, what you see and feel in the mirror becomes your reality. This isn't metaphysical theory. It's based on how your brain processes self-image and creates neural pathways. Mirror technique session. Stand before a mirror. Take 3 deep breaths. Make gentle eye contact with yourself. Speak these words with feeling. I am the power that transforms my reality. Every cell in my body radiates peace. I choose calm confidence in every situation. Stress dissolves in the light of my awareness. Hold your gaze for 30 seconds after speaking. Feel the shift in your energy. Troubleshooting. Common challenges. Dealing with initial discomfort. Managing emotional releases. Handling resistance. Maintaining consistency. Deepening the practice. The mirror technique is your daily reset button for stress and negative programming. Remember, every mirror moment is a chance for transformation. Your reflection is your connection to your subconscious. Consistent practice creates permanent change. The mirror never lies, but it always loves. In our next section, we'll explore scientific prayer, the art of positive affirmations that builds upon this mirror. Work to create even deeper transformation. Start your mirror work journey with these steps. Designate a primary mirror for your practice. Set specific times for morning and evening sessions. Write your core declarations on sticky notes. Keep a mirror work journal. Track your emotional shifts over 30 days. Remember Murphy's wisdom: the mirror is the perfect teacher. It shows you exactly what you believe about yourself. Your transformation begins the moment you look in the mirror with new awareness. 5. Scientific prayer, the art of positive affirmations. What Joseph Murphy discovered about prayer was revolutionary. He found that prayer isn't about begging or pleading with an external force. It's a scientific process of impressing new patterns directly into your subconscious mind. He called it scientific prayer, and it's vastly different from traditional religious prayer. This is a precise method of using positive affirmations that follow specific mental laws, much like how a scientist follows the laws of physics. Today, you'll learn how to transform your affirmations from mere positive statements into powerful subconscious commands that actually restructure your reality. Why do some affirmations fail? Have you ever wondered why some affirmations work while others fall flat? Why repeating "I am calm" sometimes leaves you feeling more anxious? The problem isn't with positive thinking itself. It's with how we've been taught to use it. Many people repeat affirmations like parrots without understanding the scientific principles behind them. Murphy revealed that without a proper understanding of the mental laws governing affirmations, we're like scientists trying to create reactions without knowing chemical formulas. The science of scientific prayer: fundamentals of mental law, how thoughts create neural pathways, the role of emotional charge in affirmations, brain wave states and receptivity, the quantum physics of thought energy, psychological framework, conscious versus subconscious acceptance, the role of belief in effectiveness, breaking down resistance patterns, creating new neural networks. Murphy scientific prayer formula: relaxation, achieve the ideal mental state, physical relaxation techniques, mental quieting practices, create receptive conditions, recognition, acknowledge the infinite power within, understand your connection to the universal mind, recognize your creative ability. Accept your power to change. Declaration. Precise. Wording choices. Timing and rhythm in delivery. Voice tone and resonance. Energy projection methods. Feeling. Emotional amplification. Sensory engagement. Vibrational. Alignment. Energy sustaining. Release. Let go of the outcome. Trust in the process. Surrender to higher wisdom. Maintain. Detachment. Crafting effective affirmations. The structure. Opening statements. Power word selection. Rhythm and flow. Closing anchors. Components. Present tense usage. Positive phrasing. Emotional triggers. Action words. The delivery. Voice modulation. Breathing patterns. Body positioning. Eye focus. Advanced scientific prayer. Techniques. The quantum method. Understand quantum entanglement in thought. Use wave-particle duality principles. Apply quantum field theory to affirmations. Leverage observer effect. The harmonic approach. Use sound frequencies. Rhythmic. Affirmation patterns. Musical enhancement. Vibrational matching. The energy multiplication. Group prayer dynamics. Time multiplication techniques. Space amplification methods. Energy stacking principles. Common pitfalls and solutions. Resistance management. Deal with doubt. Handle conflicting thoughts. Overcome past programming. Maintaining consistency. Energy protection. Creating sacred space. Maintaining high vibration. Clearing negative influences. Strengthening your feel. Ensure emotional engagement. Revolutionary truth. Here's the revolutionary truth Murphy uncovered. Scientific prayer isn't about asking for what you want. It's about claiming what already exists in potential form. As he stated, what the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. This isn't magical thinking. It's the application of precise mental laws that operate with the same consistency as physical laws. Scientific prayer exercise. Relaxation phase. Take 3 deep breaths, release all tension, center your awareness. Recognition phase. Say, I am one with infinite intelligence. All power flows through me now. Declaration phase. Say, I am now establishing perfect peace in my mind and body. Divine harmony flows through every cell of my being. Stress dissolves in the light of this truth. Perfect peace is my natural state. This is accomplished now in grace and ease. Feeling phase. Feel the peace you're declaring. Experience it as present reality. Release phase. Let go of all effort. Trust in the perfect outworking. Implementation. Guidelines. Daily practice structure. Morning power hour, 6 o'clock to 7 a.m. 20 minutes relaxation. 20 minutes declaration. 20 minutes silent receiving. Midday reinforcement. 12 o'clock to 1 p.m. 5-minute power statements. Quick energy alignment. Evening integration. 9 o'clock to 10 p.m. Review daily manifestations. Gratitude declarations. Sleep preparation phrases. Scientific prayer is your direct line to the infinite intelligence within you. Remember, every word is a vibrational command. Feeling is the secret to effectiveness. Consistency creates permanence, and release allows manifestation. In our next section, we'll explore the sleep method, how to program your subconscious mind during the most receptive hours of the day. Daily integration tasks. Write your personal scientific prayer. Create a sacred prayer space. Set specific prayer times. Keep a prayer journal. Track manifestations. Remember Murphy's words. Prayer is the science of changing your mind to change your life. Your transformation through scientific prayer begins now. 6. The sleep method. Programming your mind during rest. What if I told you that the most powerful time for programming your mind is when you're completely unconscious? Joseph Murphy discovered a revolutionary technique called the sleep method, a way to directly communicate with your subconscious mind during its most receptive state while you're sleeping. Your conscious mind's filters are down, creating a perfect opportunity to plant new mental seeds of peace, success, and transformation. Tonight, you'll learn how to turn your sleep into a powerful personal development workshop. Sleep is more than rest. Most people see sleep as a passive state, a time of rest and recovery. But Murphy revealed a startling truth. Your subconscious mind never sleeps. It's constantly processing, filtering, and programming your experiences. The problem is that most people are unconsciously programming their minds with stress, worry, and negative anticipation right before sleeping. What if you could intentionally use those same hours to heal, manifest, and transform your life instead? The science of sleep programming. The science of sleep programming represents a profound journey into the hidden capabilities of the human mind. Murphy's groundbreaking research revealed that sleep is far more than a passive state of rest. It's an active period of mental reconstruction and potential transformation. When we enter the sleep state, our conscious mind's critical filters dissolve, creating a unique window of opportunity for direct communication with our subconscious. Imagine your mind as a vast, sophisticated processing center. During waking hours, this center is constantly bombarded with critical analysis, judgment, and external stimuli. But as you drift into sleep, these barriers melt away, leaving a pure, receptive landscape where new mental patterns can be seamlessly planted and integrated. Neurological mechanics. Our brain cycles through different wave states during sleep, from the lighter stages of alpha to the deeper theta and delta states. Each of these states represents a different level of mental accessibility. In the theta state, particularly, the mind becomes extraordinarily open to suggestion. It's during these moments that our deepest beliefs can be most effectively modified. Almost like reprogramming a complex computer system, Murphy understood that most people unconsciously use this powerful programming time negatively. They go to sleep replaying stressful conversations, worrying about future challenges, or dwelling on past disappointments. Each of these mental rehearsals becomes a command to the subconscious, instructing it to prepare for stress, anxiety, and limitation. His revolutionary approach turned this process on its head, showing how the same mechanism could be used for intentional healing and transformation. The sleep method. The sleep method is not about forcing change, but about creating a gentle, consistent invitation to the subconscious mind. It's a delicate art of alignment, matching your verbal declarations with genuine emotional resonance. The subconscious responds not just to words, but to the vibrational quality of your inner state. This means that true sleep programming requires more than mere repetition. It demands authentic emotional engagement. Consider the profound implications. Every night, you have the opportunity to communicate directly with the most powerful computational system in existence, your subconscious mind. This is a system that manages every bodily function, processes millions of bits of information per second, and holds the blueprint of your entire life experience. By learning to speak its language during sleep, you gain access to a transformation mechanism more powerful than any conscious effort. The method Murphy developed goes beyond simple positive thinking. It's a sophisticated protocol that involves precise preparation, specific declaration techniques, a deep understanding of mental laws, creating the right internal and external environment, from physical relaxation to the energy of your bedroom, from the specific words you choose to the emotional tone you carry. Moreover, this approach recognizes that transformation is not about forcing change, but about creating the right conditions for natural evolution. Just as a gardener doesn't force seeds to grow, but creates the optimal environment for growth, the sleep method provides the ideal conditions for your mind to reorganize itself towards peace, success, and profound well-being. Practical sleep programming. Exercise tonight's sleep programming sequence. Physical preparation. 10 minutes, gentle stretching, deep breathing, body scan relaxation, mental declaration. Say, I am now entering deep, restorative sleep. Every cell in my body regenerates perfectly. I release all stress and welcome total peace. My subconscious mind creates healing and harmony. I awaken refreshed, powerful, and calm. Visualization. See yourself peaceful and stress-free. Feel complete relaxation. Experience inner tranquility. Implementation guidelines. Nightly practice protocol. Consistent bedtime routine. Technology disconnect 1 hour before. Meditation, relaxation. Period. Sleep programming statements. Peaceful sleep. Environment. The sleep method is your nightly reset and reprogramming system. Remember, sleep is an active healing process. Your mind never truly sleeps. Intention creates transformation. Consistency is key. In our next section, we'll explore the forgiveness formula, releasing mental blocks that prevent your deepest healing. Daily integration tasks. Create your personal sleep programming script. Design a wind-down routine. Prepare your sleep environment for practice. Use nightly declarations. Track your mental and physical changes. 7. The forgiveness formula. Releasing mental blocks. What if the heaviest weight you're carrying isn't in your hands but in your mind, and the key to dropping it has been inside you all along? Forgiveness isn't just a spiritual concept. It's a powerful energetic release mechanism. Today, we're diving deep into the transformative power of forgiveness, exploring how letting go of past hurt can literally rewire your subconscious mind and unlock extraordinary personal freedom. The weight of unforgiveness. Have you ever felt trapped by past experiences? Resentment, anger, and unresolved emotional wounds create invisible chains that bind your potential. These mental blocks aren't just memories. They're active energy systems that continuously drain your power, preventing you from experiencing true peace and manifestation. Mental blocks are like emotional scar tissue in your subconscious. They form through traumatic experiences, repeated negative narratives, and unprocessed emotions. Each unresolved conflict creates an energetic imprint that distorts your perception of reality. The forgiveness formula isn't about condoning harmful actions. It's about liberating yourself from their emotional grip. Consider forgiveness as an internal energy management system. When you forgive, you're not saying what happened was okay. You're saying, I choose my inner peace over continuing to suffer. Key components of the forgiveness formula. Acknowledgement stage. Recognize the emotional wound without judgment. Validate your feelings and pain. Understand that your emotions are valid, but don't define your entire existence. Energetic separation. Mentally distinguish between the event and your current self. Visualize the painful memory as a separate energy entity. Imagine creating emotional distance between yourself and the experience. Compassion. Practice. Develop compassion first for yourself. Understand that everyone, including those who hurt you, operates from their own wounded spaces. Recognize that holding on to pain perpetuates your own suffering. Release ritual. Create a symbolic letting go ceremony. Write down the experience you're releasing. Burn the paper, bury it, or ceremonially discard it. Use visualization to imagine the emotional energy dissolving. Reprogramming. Subconscious. Replace old narratives with empowerment statements. Use positive affirmations that reinforce your strength. For example, I am not defined by my past. I am powerful, whole, and continuously healing. Neurological impact. Neurologically, forgiveness triggers profound changes, reduces stress hormones like cortisol, boosts immune function, creates new neural pathways associated with resilience and emotional regulation. The most revolutionary act of power is choosing peace over pain. Forgiveness isn't weakness. It's the ultimate act of self-love and personal mastery. The forgiveness formula is your internal reset button. By consciously releasing mental blocks, you reclaim your energy, restore your power, and open yourself to unlimited potential. In our next section, we'll explore visualization, The mental movie method, to further enhance your ability to create your desired reality. 8. Visualization. The mental movie method. Imagine having a secret control panel that could redesign your entire life. What if that control panel is the movie screen of your mind? Visualization transcends mere imagination. It's a sophisticated neurological technology, a quantum programming method that bridges the gap between your current reality and your deepest aspirations. This isn't about wishful thinking. It's about precise strategic mental engineering. The power of visualization. Most people exist in a reactive state, trapped in a loop of inherited limitations. They visualize weakly, sporadically, unaware that their mental images are continuously sculpting their physical reality. The average person's visualization is like an unfocused, static-filled television, receiving random signals instead of creating deliberate broadcasts. The neuroscience of visualization. Escher Eastland. Mental rehearsal. Your brain cannot distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and actual events. Each visualization creates neural pathways identical to real-world experiences. Repeated mental rehearsal rewires brain circuitry, making desired outcomes feel increasingly probable. Example: studies show basketball players improving free throw accuracy through mental visualization. Quantum consciousness mechanics. Visualization operates at the intersection of neuroscience and quantum physics. Your focused consciousness generates specific vibrational frequencies. These frequencies interact with the quantum field, subtly influencing potential realities. Consciousness is not confined to brain activity, but extends into a broader energetic matrix. Emotional calibration and visualization. Emotions are the amplification mechanism of visualization. Different emotional states generate different electromagnetic frequencies. Joy, excitement, and gratitude create high-frequency quantum signals. Fear, doubt, and anxiety produce low-frequency, restrictive signals. Emotional alignment is crucial for manifestation potential. The mental movie method. Comprehensive framework for sensory immersion. Create multisensory visualization experiences. Engage all perceptual channels simultaneously. Visual, detailed mental imagery. Auditory, specific sounds and conversations. Kinesthetic, bodily sensations and movements. Olfactory, precise atmospheric sense. Gustatory, subtle taste experiences. Precision visualization protocol. Develop a structured visualization approach. Create a mental screenplay with specific scene compositions, detailed character interactions. Precise environmental descriptions. Moment-by-moment emotional progressions. Treat your visualization like a professional film director crafting a masterpiece. Quantum manifestation stages. Initial conception. Define desired outcome. Energetic blueprint. Generate detailed mental representation. Emotional charging. Infuse visualization with corresponding feelings. Quantum transmission. Release visualization into universal consciousness. Synchronistic alignment. Allow external reality to reconfigure. Advanced visualization strategies. Timeline. Visualization. Create mental movies across different time perspectives. Visualize current transformation process, immediate future manifestations, and long-term life trajectory. Develop multidimensional manifestation awareness. Resistance solution technique. Identify and neutralize subconscious blockages. Use visualization to recognize limiting beliefs, reframe negative narratives, and install empowering mental programs. Create internal alignment between conscious desires and subconscious programming. You are not a passive observer of reality. You are its primary architect. Your mind is a sophisticated manifestation technology capable of redesigning your entire existence through focused, strategic visualization. The mental movie method transforms visualization from a passive daydream into an active manifestation strategy. By precisely programming your subconscious through multisensory, emotionally charged mental experiences, you become the conscious creator of your reality. 9. The law of substitution. Replacing stress with peace. What if you could instantly neutralize stress by simply changing the channel in your mind? The law of substitution is a powerful mental technology that allows you to consciously redirect your mental energy, transforming stress into a state of profound inner peace. Most people are trapped in reactive stress patterns, believing they're victims of external circumstances. They don't realize that stress is a mental choice, not an inevitable condition. Neurological mechanics of substitution. Mental channel switching. Brain operates like a complex radio system. Each thought represents a specific frequency. Stress and peace are competing mental channels. Conscious redirection allows an immediate frequency shift. Cognitive replacement strategy. Thoughts cannot be eliminated, only replaced. Create deliberate mental substitution protocols. Develop alternative thought patterns that neutralize stress. Implement immediate replacement techniques. Substitution techniques. Immediate stress neutralization. Recognize stress trigger instantly. Deploy counter-frequency thought. Examples: anxiety to calm breathing visualization. Anger to compassion meditation. Fear to confidence affirmation. Neuroplastic reprogramming. Repeated substitution creates new neural pathways, weakens old stress response circuits, strengthens peace and resilience networks, transforms automatic stress reactions into conscious choices. Vibrational energy management. Every thought generates a specific energetic frequency. Stress thoughts: low, contractive frequencies. Peace thoughts: high, expansive frequencies. Consciously choose higher vibrational states. Advanced substitution protocols. Emotional alchemy. Transform negative emotions through conscious redirection. Use mental imagery as a scintillant substitution mechanism. Create an internal emotional transmutation process. Quantum consciousness technique. View thoughts as malleable energy forms. Develop the ability to reshape mental landscapes. Understand consciousness as a flexible, programmable system. You are not your thoughts. You are the conscious awareness that can choose, redirect, and master your mental state at any moment. The law of substitution empowers you to become the architect of your inner experience. By consciously replacing stress with peace, you transform your relationship with life's challenges. 10. Daily mental diet. Nourishing your subconscious. What if your thoughts were food, and every day you're unconsciously feeding your mind toxic or nourishing content? The daily mental diet is a systematic approach to consciously curating the mental inputs that shape your subconscious programming, determining your life's quality and trajectory. Most people consume mental content indiscriminately: social media, news, conversations, and entertainment, without understanding how these inputs fundamentally reshape their neural architecture and life experiences. Mental nutrition principles. Cognitive input classification. Categorize mental content as nutrient-rich, empowering, expansive, toxic, limiting, destructive, neutral, benign. Information. Subconscious programming mechanics. Repeated mental inputs create neurological pathways. Consistent exposure determines the psychological operating system. Unconscious content consumption leads to unconscious life experiences. Daily mental diet protocols. Intentional information management. Implement strict mental content filters. Curate input sources consciously. Develop a selective consumption strategy. Protect your mental ecosystem like a high-performance athlete manages physical nutrition. Mental detoxification process. Regular mental cleansing techniques. Eliminate negative news cycles, toxic social media, destructive conversations, and self-critical internal dialogues. Psychological immune system. Develop mental resilience. Create protective mental barriers. Build psychological immunity against negative influences. Advanced mental nutrition. Strategies conscious content engineering. Design a personalized mental nutrition plan. Create deliberate input schedules. Strategically consume inspirational content, educational materials, transformative narratives, and empowerment-focused resources. Vibrational alignment technique. Match mental content with desired life. Frequency. Consume information that resonates with personal growth objectives. Emotional expansion goals, spiritual development, and professional evolution. You are the gatekeeper of your consciousness. Every piece of mental content either elevates or diminishes your potential. The daily mental diet transforms information. Consumption from an unconscious habit to a precise strategic life optimization tool. By consciously curating your mental inputs, you design your inner landscape and consequently your external reality. What did you think about today's video? Feel free to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If this video opened your mind or helped you see reality in a new light, don't forget to like and subscribe to Top Hidden Knowledge so you never miss our next deep dive into mystery, perception, and the hidden workings of our universe. And if you have time, explore more videos on our channel. We're just getting started. Until next time, stay curious, stay aware, and never stop questioning the world around you.